Hello, hello. Hi guys, how are you? Welcome back to our kitchen. Hey, if you want to do the video, you gotta let us talk, okay? So Kensley wanted to cook this with me. She's been getting more and more into cooking, so she saw me about to cook, and of course she said, hey, I want to cook, I want to cook. So I have my little assistant with you. So Kensley, you want to wave and say hi? This is Kensley. She's now being shy because the camera's on. And I am Erin Moore. For those of you who don't know me, I am the founder of Success with More Nutrition. I used to be a tight size 17, now down to a size 2. Absolutely love that I got healthy and I get to pay it forward. And so today we're going to be doing a recipe, a quinoa berry bake. So for those of you who aren't too up on what the heck is quinoa, or I heard somebody talk about that before, it really is the only plant that is a true protein. So it's got all the elements of a protein, so it's an amazing source to get in what you need as far as the protein goes. And it also counts as a carb, so we get our healthy carb and some awesome protein all at one time. So a lot of times when we think of quinoa, we usually make them in salty type dishes or have them as a replacement to rice or something like that. I'm not really too keen on it being a substitute for my rice. I'm just gonna be honest. I haven't found like that special way that I absolutely love it. But I do have it as basically like a breakfast or an earlier in the day snack mixed with berries. And so I turn it into a sweet dish. So we're gonna go ahead and get rocking and rolling. My assistant now is playing with toys. So, all right. So with this dish, I went ahead and just pre-sprayed a pan. You could do like the butter or wipe down a little bit of oil onto the pan, whatever it may be, so that we're not gonna be sticking too much. And then it calls for some quinoa. So I get this at Kroger for those that you that are near a Kroger, but you're gonna find it in all kinds of stores. But be careful, you just really wanna get plain quinoa. A lot of times you can find things that are already flavored and seasoned, and they're not gonna be usually the kind that will go along with the taste of fruit. So just be mindful, because I've run into that a few different times. So we're just gonna add in our quinoa right in to our pan. And then we're just sprinkling it over the pan. I'll show you guys in just a second since it's a little bit out of the view. But we're just sprinkling it so that it's kind of covering evenly. And we'll even kind of pat it over. Let me scoot this over for you guys. And sorry, I'm always contending with this crazy background light. But so then, just a little bit more. Woo! I'm flinging some around the house. But so we're just going to really kind of sift it out so that it's nice and even on the bottom of our pan, so that when we're cooking it up, we don't have globs of quinoa in one area and not in another. Then we're going to add fruit. You can add fresh fruit. I love this recipe with frozen berries. I'm a huge fan of frozen berries, no sugar added into our freezer. It's just something like, we don't make pancakes. We make pancakes made out of like different protein powders and things. And we don't really tend to use syrup all that much. We actually defrost the frozen berries, and then we have like the ooey gooey of the defrosted fruit that we can put over those. And my kids don't know the difference. Like, those are pancakes to them, and they absolutely love them. And yeah, they still love syrup and all, but they love the frozen fruit over it as well. And even if they didn't, I do. I actually prefer the frozen fruit. Sorry, I keep hitting that bowl. Over syrup these days, which seems crazy to me because I'm like such a syrup lover. But so we're adding in the fruit. Actually, don't know if I added enough, so I'm just going to sprinkle in just a little bit more. I was chatting with you guys and didn't pay as much of attention. So then we're going to add in and just top and sprinkle over with walnuts. The recipe calls for a 1/4 cup at least. So, you know, I just already have the 1/2 cup measure out, and the walnuts give it some healthy fats that I'm not getting if I'm not adding in the walnuts, so I'm going to add them in. Okay, my assistant is back just in time because now we get to mix in. We're gonna set this off to the side, and we're gonna mix some things in the bowl. You like that part, right? You ready to mix some things in a bowl? All right, so we're gonna get rocking and rolling here. And so I'm gonna crack 3 eggs in here, okay? I'll do this part. You're gonna mix it all together. You're gonna mix it all together. So we're getting our eggs in here. All right, we're gonna leave that one in there. We only need these 3, okay? And then while I get a few other things together, can you stir that in there?
Yeah.
Yeah? You're kind of short there, huh, kiddo? All right, so stir that in there. And we're gonna get our milk added in here. So lactose free. Remember, everything that I'm cooking is gluten-free and low FODMAP. So we're gonna be using some dairy substitutes here. If you don't have to be dairy-free or low FODMAP, you can definitely go ahead and just use whatever milk you got at home. That's gonna give you some protein. I'm actually a little short on the milk. I was afraid that might happen. So we're just going to add in just a little bit water to make up for that. It'll be okay. The whole thing's not water, so it'll still have some flavor. And that's what I want you guys to get too, is when you're making these recipes, whether they're mine or somebody else's, feel free to improvise. Like, it's still gonna turn out pretty okay, all right? So I'm gonna help her just a little bit. Let's go ahead and whisk these up, baby, so that we break those egg yolks. Woo, look at all those bubbles. Look at all those bubbles. We're mixing in, see how it's turning yellow now? Because we're mixing in the eggs. Okay, you keep doing that because it's very important. I need your help. All right, the next one, you can use the maple syrup or brown sugar. A lot of times I do the brown sugar. It's actually cheaper, so if you want to save some money, do some brown sugar. Most of us usually have brown sugar in the cabinets, and we don't always have pure maple syrup, but I have pure maple syrup on hand, and I just felt like a syrupy mood. So we're gonna go ahead and add that in here. All right, keep mixing it, kiddo. You're a great assistant. Thank you so much. Yeah, you like cooking all these healthy foods, huh? Yeah, you do. All right. And then it calls for like a tablespoon of cinnamon. We love cinnamon, so I'm just gonna kind of toss in a whole bunch and call it a day. Okay, keep mixing. Keep mixing. Keep mixing. Woo! It's gonna make you sneeze. It's gonna make you sneeze. All right. And then we're gonna get a little bit, oh, we're gonna sneeze, of ginger in here. Gonna sneeze? Yeah, I didn't think about the dust that a bunch of cinnamon would bring in. You wanna mix it? Okay, you keep mixing it. So then all we're doing is we're mixing it into the bowl, and then we're gonna lightly pour the mixture over our nice, beautiful, ready to go fruit with our quinoa on the bottom. And then we're gonna let that cook for about an hour. So this is one where you're just gonna be home doing some other things. Okay, it's time to pour it. Can you help me pour it? I gotta just make sure that this is just a little bit better mixed. And then we're gonna pour it in there. Okay, little miss, keep your hand out of the fruit. You gonna help me pour it? You gotta pour it very carefully. Yep, help me. Don't pour it on you. Ready? Ready? Ooh. Here we go. We got our mix. You help me get all some of this out of there? All right. So guys, we're popping this in the oven for an hour, and we will be back. All right, so we are back. Our quinoa berry bake is now complete. It's been in the oven for an hour, so we're just about to take it out. And then, guys, once it cools, I'm just gonna slice it into pieces and put them right into Ziploc bags. So if you saw my video on the banana bake, that one's my favorite. It's amazing. And just like I put those into baggies, I'm gonna end up doing that with this. And so it makes it a grab and go snack. I can have it on the go, or I can dump it out and warm it up like on a plate and warm it up if I'm home. It's great for the kids before before school. Great healthy alternative. But guys, this is going to give us some healthy carbs. It's going to give us some healthy fats, and we're going to, of course, get some protein in there as well. Great post-workout. Have this with some egg whites and a little bit of berry bake. Having those carbs right after a workout, especially with a little bit of the berries in there. And quinoa is just absolutely amazing for that. This is going to be a great post-workout as well. So if that's something that you're into, this is just going to be one of those favorites. And now we have a sweet tasting quinoa berry bake. So let's grab it out, take a look at what we got. And then, like I said, once it's cooled, I'm just going to cut it up, separate it out, so that then it's just quick, easy, grab and go. So it's pretty quick to just mix it all together, put it into the pan. It takes an hour to cook, but you get to do anything else during that hour. So this one can be pretty quick, easy, simple, and then you've got some breakfast for the whole week. So hope you guys enjoy this one. As you guys are making the recipes, I would love to get the feedback. Like, which ones are you loving? Which ones have you tried? Which ones are you getting ready to try? It's always great to hear back from you guys what you're loving, so I know to just keep fueling you guys with more of those. Next one will be a lime chicken recipe that's been a favorite of our families for years. Remember, everything that I'm cooking is gluten-free and low FODMAP, but that doesn't mean that you have to be gluten-free or low FODMAP to enjoy them. They are perfectly healthy and amazing for anybody, whether you have a dietary restriction or not. So keep me posted, and if you guys want the recipe for this, just drop that in the comments. Just say recipe, I'll shoot that right over to you. Put a smiley face if that's your thing and you don't even want to spell recipe, no problem. But let me know that you want that and I will send it to your inbox immediately. So you guys have an absolutely amazing day, and just remember, keep healthy simple. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.